Give me 14 minutes and I'll help you think and speak faster with more clarity and confidence. If you ever felt like your brain freezes when you're put on the spot, or you know what you want to say, but it just doesn't come out right, this video is for you. Welcome, I'm Dee Giles, a wealth and transformation coach, where I help high-level career professionals who are in their 9-to-5 make their first 10K a month online. Yes, if you want to have an online business, this is for you. So whether you're a coach, a speaker, a content creator, or just someone who wants to show up sharper in conversations, these tools will change the way you think and communicate. And you don't have to be naturally quick-witted to become an excellent communicator. You just need the right strategies. And that's what I'm going to give you today. Okay? So let's dive in. Let's talk about why your mind sometimes goes blank or why you ramble. Have you been around people who just ramble? All right, listen to this. The real problem isn't that you're not smart. It's just that your brain hasn't been trained to think and speak on its feet. Does that make sense? When you feel pressure, your body enters a slight stress state. Your nervous system tightens. It literally gets really, really tight. Your breath shortens and your brain gets very foggy. So what happens when this takes place? You either freeze, fumble, or say too much trying to find the point. That's why it's so important to take a pause, or even try to speak a little slower so your brain has time to catch up. The secret isn't to panic. A lot of people go into panic mode and then it just sends it into it just keeps going. The secret is to train your brain to process in phrases and to use frameworks that help you respond with clarity and speed, okay? With clarity and speed. I'm going to teach you a few mind shifts to think faster in this video. Mind shift number 1, stop searching for the perfect words. You don't need the perfect words. You need a clear point. Where are we trying to get to? I notice that's a mistake with a lot of people. Most people slow down because they're trying to sound smart. But speed comes when you give yourself permission to be simple. Make sense? So you do have the right to go slow if you want to, and you do have the right to go fast, as long as you have a clear point, okay? Instead of thinking, what's the best way to say this? Think, what's the core message here? What's the core message here? For example, you don't need to impress. You need to be understood. That's the biggest thing here. You don't need to impress people. You need to be understood. That's the key. When people can understand you, then they can buy into whatever you're trying to speak to them about. Here's mind shift number 2. Think in chunks, not paragraphs. When you try to speak in full paragraphs, your brain short circuits. Oh my God, what's happening? What's going on? The fastest communicators speak in thought units, 3 to 5 chunks, all right, that flow together. Try this. Describe anything around you using just short phrases. For example, like this, I was going to call it a mug, but this water bottle, right? It has a smooth texture. It's tan. It fits in my hand. This water bottle has a smooth texture. It's tan and it fits in my hand. That's chunking. When you practice that rhythm, your brain starts processing a lot faster under pressure, okay? So chunk. Also, mind shift number 3, use default frameworks. Did you hear that? Use default frameworks. Here's a secret. The smartest speakers reuse simple mental frameworks to organize their thoughts in real time. One of my favorites, the past-present framework. Okay, here it goes. If someone asks, how's your business going? Don't overthink. Use this. Last month, we were here. This week, we're focusing on this. But next month, here's the goal. The structure lets your brain focus on flow, not perfection. I can't tell you how many people I have met that will go on and ramble when you ask them a simple question, how's your business going? Yesterday I went to this place and this didn't work. No. We're asking you, where's the clear point that you know that you need to get to based on the question we asked, right? You really need to take your time with this. So I'm going to say it again. You can say last month we were here. That's the past. Present. This week we're focusing on this. But next month, here's the go. All right? This creates flow, not perfection. Okay. Here are 4 techniques to speak faster and sound smarter. Technique number 1, use a power phrase to start. When you start speaking, say something strong up front. A clear opener gives your brain momentum. Here are some examples. Here's the way I see it. Let me simplify it. There are really just 2 sides to this. Once you get that opener out, your brain kicks into gear. Okay? Technique number 2, breathe before you speak. If you're thinking fast but can't speak clearly, it's probably your breath. I know this because I'm a singer as well. And any single time I have not thought to include my breath in my singing, it goes way south. One deep breath before speaking slows your heart rate and regulates your clarity. The fastest thinkers are grounded thinkers. Don't rush into a sentence. Breathe into it. Just breathe into it and you'll see. Believe me, try these techniques. It's gonna blow your mind. Technique number 3, use numbers to anchor your point. Why? Numbers force clarity. Try saying, there are 3 things I want to say about that. Instantly, your brain knows point 1, point 2, point 3. That structure helps you stay on track and your audience stays engaged because they're looking forward to the next point. Technique number 4, practice under pressure deliberately. Yes, deliberately. Want to get good fast? Create pressure on purpose. Set a 60-second timer, pick a random object and explain it. Then do it again with a different object. Or have a friend rapid fire you with questions. Why? Because speed is a muscle. And the more you train under simulated pressure, the better you perform in real moments. Isn't that fun? I actually think that's a fun team idea to do with your team if you have a great team. Just sit there and actually say, you know what, we are going to practice under rapid fire moments. I think it's an actual really, really good idea that some people don't put into practice. Now, let's just say you want to find a different way to practice. I love this one. I used to do reels a few years ago where it was more inspirational reels, empowerment reels. And how I did this was I would just quickly open up my phone app. And when I quickly opened it up, I was like, here we go. I'm going to give something a quick inspirational reel today. And it was for 60 seconds or less. And I would speak on it. And I'm like, I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to go ahead and post it anyways. And I'll add some music, post it, and boom. The ones that I barely thought about were the ones that actually did really, really well. And then I just started getting really, really good at it. And when people would ask me, how do you do so good with just coming on camera and 60 seconds and saying what you have to say or creating those intense moments in the short amount of time that I had? I said, I don't know. I just was able to practice it over and over and over. So for those of you who say, hey, I'm even afraid of getting on camera to do this because you get camera stuck. No, get on camera and do it. Go straight from the app if you have to on your Instagram app and just hold the phone like this, literally, and go. I'll show you an example. I'll put my phone on like this. And when I put my phone on, I'll say, hey, I don't know who this is for today, but let me share something with you. In order for you to walk in excellence, you have to be willing to work on the skills that God has given you. Because once you start to work on the skills, you can begin to apply the skills, which will bring the income that you need. Because wealth comes by wisdom. Did you see? I'm just giving is going. There's a flow that's taking place. There's a flow that's taking place and it's a beautiful flow. So that's why I like to say that. Okay. So I'm going to just repeat the techniques just so you can have it and you can remember. Technique number 1, use a power phrase to start. Use a power phrase. Technique number 2, breathe before you speak. It's okay. It's okay just to breathe. Take some time. This is one of the best techniques I can tell you. The reason why I'm coming back to this one is, if anything, if you don't get anything out of here, take a moment to pause. That pause and breathing will help you listen to other people. That pause and breathing will help your mind to catch up. It regulates clarity. It will do amazing things for you. Anxiety will begin to dissipate if you're anxious. Technique number 3, use numbers to anchor your point. Not only is it going to help your audience remember what you're saying, but it's going to help you remember what you need to say, because you know that whether you are on point 1, point 2, point 3, and your audience wants to stay longer to hear the other points that you have to share. Technique number 4, practice under pressure deliberately, okay? You don't have to be naturally quick to be powerful. You just need clarity, rhythm, and training. You know, when you are listening to a song or you're listening to other people speak, you will see that they have a cadence. Sometimes they're slow and then they'll ramp up. Sometimes they'll get excited in the middle of their speech, like, I have a dream. Or sometimes they will stay steady and you can feel like it's ramping up. I remember we were watching Law and Order before, and they have this intense music, I think on organized crime. And my husband's like, oh, something's about to happen because the rhythm is changing. The music is going up. It's really going up. And all of a sudden you're like, what's about to take place? That's the same way some of the most brilliant speakers do to you when you get in a room. They slow down when they have something important to say sometimes. They speak with their hands. And then all of a sudden it starts to intensify. Even preachers do it as well. It starts to intensify when they're getting into that thing. The fastest, sharpest communicators you admire, they've practiced, they've trained, and they use strategies like the ones I just gave you. They practice. I know a lot of people say, you know what, I don't think these speakers practice. Yes, they do. Whether it's them talking to themselves in the mirror, whether it's them practicing by being okay to their video not being perfect the right time. That's also another reason why a lot of people don't get started online. I believe I've shared this many times, is because they feel like every single time they do a reel, they have to be perfect, or they come and they get into a deer in headlights. Shake it off a little bit. Take your time. Breathe. Feel the energy. If you don't feel it, I guarantee you the people in the room don't. Or I guarantee you the people who are watching you, well, even in this YouTube video, do not feel it. Listen, me being Christian, being a Christian and a speaker, I understand that if the message has not touched me, it's not going to touch the person that I'm speaking to. Did you hear that? Lean in just a little bit. If the message has not touched you, it's not going to touch the person that you're trying to speak to. So take your time. Let the message get into you, because then you can focus on the body movements and the techniques and the points and the breathing, because you already know it. You've already practiced. You've already trained. And then you can just take the strategies you've learned here and start to implement them. So here's your challenge. Pick one technique from this video and try it this week, whether it's a chunking phrase, right? Whether it's chunking or using a framework or just slowing down your breath before you speak. Put it all into practice. You've got something powerful to say, and you want to make sure that people hear it, right? You want the world to hear what you have to say. So you want to be able to speak clearly, quickly, and confidently. And I'm going to say this one more last time. Why do I say quickly? It's because a lot of the times, through years of me noticing, when leaders are having to speak with someone else who is trying to explain a situation or a problem, I can see them like this. Their eyes are like, because they're like, come on, get to the point. Everyone wants you to get to a point. Make your point, story, make a point. Never, who said this? Never tell a story without making a point, and never make a point without telling a story. If this has helped you, drop a comment down below with your favorite takeaway, okay? And I want you to hit that subscribe button for more strategy, mindset, and communication mastery. God bless you.